Thank you, Coach Knight. And now, the degrees and course will be presented. Will all degree candidates please rise? President Hanbury, it's my privilege to report to you that the candidates here assembled will be qualified for degrees and course by successfully completing curricular offered by Nova Southeastern University and are recommended by the faculty and board of trustees upon completion to be awarded appropriate degrees in recognition of their academic accomplishments. Now, candidates, please sit down and wait to be directed up to the stage. And President Hanbury, David Tyree, would you come forward to preside over the ceremonies? Dr. Preston Jones, Interim Dean of the H. Wayne Huizenga School of Business and Entrepreneurship, will present the school's candidates for the doctoral degrees. Dr. Jones.
Thank you, Dr. DiPiano. I would like to request that Dr. Pedro Pillay, Dr. Bob Preziosi, Dr. Terrell Maniak, Dr. Barbara Dastur, Dr. Suri Weisfeld-Spolter, Dr. Yulia Yurova, and Dr. Jack Pinkowski to come forward.
Yeah, I should go to the other side.
President Hanbury, I have the privilege of presenting candidates who, in the judgment of the faculty, will be qualified for the degree of Doctor of Business Administration and Doctor of Public Administration. Will the candidates please come forward?
Romeo Balagatos Lavorius. Andrew Matthew Shalana. Marife Mendez. Curtis Jerome Crocker. Timothy Dwaylen Wilson. Sadi Shetty. Matthew Samuel Porcelli. Mikey Mayland. To your left. Bigger, David.
Yeah, read that one first.
Jacqueline Elise Einstein. Frank Edwin Wood. Sandra Simas Grassa.
Now, Dr. Eric Ackerman, Dean of the Graduate School of Computer and Information Sciences, will present the school's candidates for doctoral degrees. Dr. Ackerman.
Thank you, Dr. DiPiano. I would like to request Dr. Armin Siegel, Dr. Timothy Ellis, Dr. James Kennedy, Dr. Greg Simcoe, Dr. Frank Metropolis, Dr. Maxine Cohen, and Dr. Michael Laszlo to please come forward. Perfect. President Hanbury, I have the privilege of presenting candidates who, in the judgment of the faculty, will be qualified for the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Will the candidates please come forward?
Kathleen Lenny Cool. Forrest Del Dola. Eric M. Straw. James Darrell Baggs. Gregory Block. Gloria Mayardis. Gary Lieberman. Charles Randall Mayberry. Gwendolyn Suzanne Britton. Dana James Maxey. Yurik Hakupian. Barbara B. Nikwe. Jacob Crave. Ann Aksut. Robert J. Matthews. Jeffrey Wayne Roach. Kelly Lynn Wamper Price. Francis J. Manning III. Mary Elaine Vicks. Joshua Dylan Stalker. Matthew F. Tennyson. Lerone Willard Latouche. Raymond Joseph Halper. Barry Matthew Aarons. Jaime Antonio Ragoza. Stephen Junion. Gerald Johnson. Stephen Carl Dinkle. Jivan Francis Sousa. Susan K. Rizzo. Daniel Edward Krutz. James Richard Kuiper.
Your professor over there, then go ahead back. Anybody want to go to the president? I need to get somebody.
David Gerard Moore, Jr. Raymond Wells. William John Sauce. Rhonda R. Henning. Lawrence Walter Taub.
Dr. Hungyang Yang, Dean of the Graduate School of Humanities and Social Sciences, will now present the school's candidates for doctoral degrees.
Thank you, Dr. DiPiano. I would like to request Dr. Tommy Boyd, Dr. Michelle Rice, Dr. Martha McKay, Dr. Chris Burnett, Dr. Robin Cooper, Dr. Judith McKay, Dr. Ann Rambo, and Dr. Dustin Berner to come forward. President Humphrey, I have the privilege of presenting candidates who, in the judgment of the faculty, will be qualified for the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Conflict Analysis and Resolution and Doctor of Philosophy in Family Therapy. Will the candidate please come forward?
Sherry Elizabeth Portier Liscombe. Eileen Lynn Strauss. Peter Shindu Nwogu. Erica M. Smith.
You want Tommy at the top of the steps, man? You want Tommy Boyd at the top of the steps?
Carlene Marie Floria.
Go ahead, sir, to your left, please.
Hassan Mohammed Kanife. Donna L. Godfrey.
Go ahead, sir.
Yogendra Prasad Paneru. Patience Denise Bryant.
All the way to your left.
Rebecca Lynn Nicholson. Erica Lee Soar.
People who have the thing. Yeah, it's not
Scott Lee Sauer. Grace Onyema Okeyo. Pamela K. Struss. Alexander Kennedy Gray. Gwendolyn Smith. Mark Antonio McLeary. Otto F. Van Feigenblatt. Aurelia Etka Bickler. Judith Lorraine Barnett Roberts.
Dr. Eric Ackerman, Dean of the Graduate School of Computer and Information Sciences, will present the school's candidates for master's degree.
Thank you, Dr. DiPiano. I would like to request Dr. Almond Siegel, Dr. Gregory Simcoe, and Dr. Maxine Cohen to come forward, please. Same spots. President Hamberry, I have the privilege of presenting the candidates who, in the judgment of the faculty, will be qualified for the degree of Master of Science. Will the candidates please come forward?
Anthony Ducote. Vijay Gadikiri. Shamkumar Panapala. Natika S. Childs. Romit R. Monde. Kevin Sugan. Royally V. Williams. Alan James Shekrikingos. Shamsad Asgar. Forrest Melvin. Talatu Christiana Olongebi. Justin Lee King. David F. Ortiz. Vicky Natalie Smith. Danielle Brun. Inza Simone Haywood. Kent Charles Etling. Andrea L. Ambrose. Salman Mohammed. Christian Tomas Block. Conrad Bell IV. Marisol Carolina Larazabal. Richard Barrington Hood. Teresa S. Dulce. Santiago Butrago. Lawrence Rutish. Akiva Deshawn Bryant Palmer. Elio Jesus Felio. Andrew James McCormick. Scott Foster Howell. Franzi Rosario Castillo. That Q Lu. Brandra Shand. Anthony Eric Denise. Eric Ricardo Solms. David Angry II. Albert Velasquez. Corinne Orlando Forbes. Mario Lopez. Monica O'Neill. Sravani Sandati. Leo Mercado. Brian Keith Hightower. Heriberto Ruiz. Huang Diero Nguyen. Robert Sims. Susan Eileen Maroof. Novelette Morgan. Luann Cameron. Carl Alton Anderson. Alexander Tuit Nunez. Raymond Emil Cresa. Michael Lyons. Nicholas K. Stewart. Alan Michael Bearley. Christopher Martin Bryan. Danny Antonio Calato. Paul Richard Donaldson. Anna Maria Villalona. Mohammed Karim Iqbal. Jorge Alberto Junce. Moise Christina Inzuantum. Threvelin Dorsayer. Ruben Michael Samaru. Catherine Alexandra Tupac.
Hungang Yang, Dean of the Graduate School of Humanities and Social Sciences, will present the school's candidates for master's degree.
Dr. DiPiano, I would like to request Dr. Tommy Boyd, Dr. Judith McKay, Dr. Dustin Berner, Dr. Michelle Rice, and Dr. Ran Rambo to come forward. President Hambury, I have the privilege of presenting the candidates who, in the judgment of the faculty, will be qualified for the degrees Master of Science in Conflict Analysis and Resolution, College Student Affairs, National Security Affairs, and Family Therapy, and the Master of Arts degree in Cross-Disciplinary Studies. Will the candidate please come forward?
Mother and daughter Sheila Allman and Britt G. Allman. Sarah Lynn Kalaya. Melanie Heather Julie. Ruth Ocampo Abrizzi. Wendy Ward Baribo. Sandra Dorfin. Allison Wogenrich. Jimena Castro. Farheen Wakad. Helen Reynolds. Elizabeth Paquette. Manuela Rodriguez Lopez. Stephanie Castorani. Maria Van Thienen. Andrea Schneider. Jolie Spencer. Cody Ann Jagan. Michael Rolston. Haitian Walker. Marie Osuna. Brian Joseph Grenier. Hubert Faustin. Maria Alejandra Placios. Roseanne Pascal. Virginia Fernandez. Lacey Luella Herring. Lisa Christine Side. Anna De La Cruz. Kyriakos Jumi. Samara Quintero. Sarah A. Harrison. Thema Goldson. Antonella Begueto. Vicky Rochelle Brooks. Sharon Fadul. Claudia Gomez Walsh. Adriana Perez. Hilda Mejia. And Marie Lauren Soto. Alina Gershonov. Ludi Rampul. Edith Sharoni. Tatiana Marie Riesoko. Alexandra Joan Connor. Terry Ann Simmons. Patego Monique Hines. Emilio Rene Lorenzo. Kia Fiatoma Ruff. Patricia Lynn Bainov. Anita N. Naji. Jody Lee Jobs. Cheryl Ann Freudiniak. Alexandria Mubarak. Joel David Dalrympen. Danielle Lynn Alvarez. Juliana Cabrera Speranza. Rowena Ruth Harmon. Estandia Nunez. Norma J. Altidor. Christina Valdez Cueto. Russell Lee Slenderbrook. Harlan Ali Mitchell. Melissa Fordez. Tayamu Noreen Turner. Joshua H. Brown. Fatih Shakar Harksel. Vanessa Landro. Allison Galantino. Francis Ann Ortiz Pineda. Nilson Rafael Leon. Danielle Cyprian. Evans Edward. Melissa Natalie Rosado. Kavina Chanel Satterfield. Caitlin Buzan. Georgina Gloria Haig. Amy E. Haynes. Jabeth Moy. Carol Sisolak.
I'm doing all right. Dr. Richard Dodge, Dean of the Oceanographic Center, will present the school's candidates for master's degrees.
Thank you, Dr. DiPiano. I'd like to request Dr. Richard Spieler, Dr. Nicholas Funicelli, and Dr. Joe Lopez to come forward, please. President Hanbury, I have the privilege of presenting the candidates who, in the judgment of the faculty, will be qualified for the degree Master of Arts in Marine and Coastal Studies and the degree Master of Science in Coastal Zone Management, Marine Biology, and Marine Environmental Sciences.
William Hayden Roberts, Jr. Yehin Gutierrez. Elizabeth Christine Simpson. Emily Jordan Smith. Michael Allen Kazar. Sarah Ann Jasper. Catherine Jamie Hendrickson. Kelly Sherry Elizabeth Parks. Rachel Deborah Krasna. Christina Gabriel. Deanna Erande.
Dr. Kimberly Durham, Dean of the Institute for the Study of Human Service, Health, and Justice, will present the school's candidates for master's degrees.
Thank you, Dr. DiPiano. I would like to request Dr. Marguerite Bryan, Dr. Jacqueline Brown, and Dr. Maribel Del Rio Roberts to come forward. President Hanbury, I have the privilege of presenting candidates who, in the judgment of the faculty, will be qualified for the degree Master of Science and the Master of Human Services. Will the candidates please come forward?
Kendra Camelia Broomfield Williams. Ebony Sherelle Harris. Tanisha Lachey Darris. Constance Isabel Rose. Latavia Wiggins. Tanisha Lakia Henry. Shamitris D. McCurdy. Richard Marshall Hoy. Carmen Olivia Burgess. Aileen LaCroix. Nicole Danielle Hollabuff. Patricia Robertson. Hugi John Charles. Brinja Bedajuse T. Georgia Stacia Thompson. Nefertari Michelle Bennett. Paul Anthony Jordan. Samantha Silva. Robert John Nacarado. Cameron Michael Lent Road. Cousins graduating Carice Allison Christian Grant and Tanisha Ava Stewart. Heather Alexis Peoples. Avian Yvette McKay. Jenna Marie Vasquez. Simone Taylor. Erica Lynn Marin Levine. Chandra Loren Morris Bussain. Reno Pierre. Brandon Christopher Harper. Bozina Danta Jagan Morales. Stephen Hoff. Leah Lynn Litwini. Ashley Michelle Cooperman. Jason Alexander Hammond. Lashana Johnny Brooks. Sharonda Robbins. Tomika D. Jackson. Latricia Spencer. Savilis Renaud. Vandrika LaShawn Moore. Anne-Marie Elliott. Miss Elaine St. Elvis. Jasmine Latrell Linder. Kristen Amy Banks Alduo. Anthony Musso Jr. Amanda Nicole Mora. David Fuentes. Katrina K. Cantel. Altagracia Lusant Jacob. Kristen Wozansky. Gabrielle Etrina Carey. Jessica Castellanos. Sonia Veronica Lynch. Amanda Rose Short. Tonya R. Bunn. Aisha Denise Tompkins. Kayana Shakira Palacios. Stephanie Leslie Sanders. Charles S. Livingston. Geraldine Amanda Cummings. Jody Renee Willis.
Don Rosenblum, Dean of the Farquhar College of Arts and Sciences, will present the school's candidates for master's degrees.
Thank you, Dr. DiPiano. I would like to request Dr. Glenn Scheid to come forward. President Hanbury, I have the privilege of presenting candidates who, in the opinion of the faculty, will be qualified for the degrees Master of Arts and Master of Science. Will the candidates please come forward?
Rima Ali Alamari. Tatiana Danella Vienna. Benita Benet. Brittany Ann Tamayo. Michelle Nicole Altisha. Talia Charisse Clay.
Dr. Preston Jones, Interim Dean of the H. Wayne Huizenga School of Business and Entrepreneurship, will now present the school's candidates for master's degrees.
Thank you, Dr. DiPiano. I would like to request Dr. Ruth Clark, Dr. Yulia Yurova, Dr. Jack Pinkowski, and Dr. Frank Cavaco to come forward. President Hanbury, I have the privilege of presenting the candidates who, in the judgment of the faculty, will be qualified for the degree Master of Science in Human Resource Management, Leadership, Real Estate Development, Master of Accounting, Master of Taxation, Master of Public Administration, Master of International Business, and Master of Business Administration. Will the candidates please come forward?
Arlette Othreen Gees Archer Campbell. Mary Veronica Davids. Kala Marie May. Frida A. Merriman. Fabiola Jean-Louis. Sophia A. Allen Hendricks. Saskia Rochelle Nikoop. Alexandra Reyes. Lachlan Anthony Montague Lloyd. Emily Ocasio. Alberto Guerrero. Monica Marie Moya. Arturo Alejandro Ortega. Nicole Evelyn Escarrazo. Mario Eder. Kimberly Rose Crosby. Gaston G. Joseph. Pablo Christina Williams. Leslie Ann Cruz. Leslie May. Paul Shane Wagner. Oscar Luis Perez. Mohammed Zakir Siddiqui. Rose Smith. Jacqueline Sanchez. Duniski Sarmiento. Maria Levadas. Olive Geraldine Wilson. Johnny Lewick Jr. Stalia Altame. Sergey Wilner Dati. Therese Carrie Anderley. Tanika M. Bars Davis. Carolina Victoria Vargas. Gigi John George. Lauren Michelle Pilot. Andres Ortiz. Zulema Artola. Tammy Marie Yazzetti. Laura M. Gaber. Peter Dean Andrenis. Salif Jabella Solomon. Kalub Isaac Thornhill. Stephanie Colon. Malcolm Kamal Walters. Teresa Arana. Danielle Enrique Benscombe. Darcy Lee Oskamp. Kafka Yura Metcalf. Nicole Ann Rodriguez. Lucette Shaver. Shannon Cummings Davis. Marva Gelzer. Jessica Jacques. Amanda Interliccio. Shakeda Emil Lindquist. Melissa Aliardo. Antoinette Melissa Murray. Caitlin Marie Sell. Rhonda O. Fraser. Jacqueline Gauguin. Llewellyn Claire Foster Joseph. Catherine Alejandra Moltinvo. Henry O. Andrews. Josue Omar Cruz. Franklin Earl Renwick. Maria Cristina Davalos. Narisa Nanda Jamamin. Marcus L. Robinson. Kevin Sergio. Ronnie Jerome Cole II. Luisa Fernanda Ospina. Rafael Venegas. Liuba Meduca. Marjorie Lord. Hugo Marcus Leper. Raquel Stanley. Jorge Tria. Marie Gerda Beaufrere. Christopher Sanchez. Barbara Rende. Ectarina Atavia. Roger Roa. Alejandro Barrios. Sarah Jennifer Bader. Jerry-Ann Lynette Myers. Linus Talfort. Elif Angel Rayner. John Daniel Reyes. Renee R. Riley. John William Heineman. Subu Dagarala. Henry Russell Woodman. Rebecca Leah Shoebrooks. Amaryllis Machado. Jessica Lee Woodrow. Jennifer Lassiter. Teresa Darren. Gretchen Danielle Daly. Loretta P. Gentry. Farah Brazard Jones. James M. Sawinski. Diana Soto. Elizabeth Margaret McCrae. John William Bush. Donna Maria Ramsey. Alina Sofia Sanchez. Stephanie Ann Pagan. Annette Perez. Kimdashi Nabi Sherman. Samantha Galvez Deval. Your Lady Eva Gonzalez. Kyle Courtney Davis. Lizvania Martin. Rodika Nastaska Charles. Dominique Smith Jacobs. Luis Brunez. Jeannie Elizabeth Garcia. Min Tomlinson. Laura Bridget Jablansky. Margalie Danielle Michaud. Carrie Lynn Kutavidas. Jade Kelsey Norevi. And her husband.
No, go ahead. I got a husband and wife over here.
Christina Renee Hensley.
Can I please go?
Go ahead. That's the husband and wife. Husband and
He
wife.
has it right.
I have it right here.
Pamela Delgofri Knowles.
Here's the husband and wife.
Husband and wife graduating together, Vilas Telesornet and Sonia Berthal Telesornet. Kyle Alexander Lozito. Joy Starks. Amanda Sue Grunwald. Renice George. Shannon Ashley Rice. Robert Brett Jacobs. Eldira and Sula Beckford. Sabrina Yolanda Davis. Adam Ross Rosenthal. Natalie Annette Williams. Gina Thomas. Shanice Christina Valdez. Versalyn V. Bryan. Maria Cristina Palacios. Timothy Dion Duncan. Nyla L. Gotza. Pamela Patrice Harris. Raquel Esther C. Jacobs. Lakeisha M. Harrison. Vanessa Patrice Solomon. Lizette Lillian Wallace. Dana Janelle Campbell. Matthew Mark Nimbard. James L. Richardson. Kimberly Cole Parker. Winifred Amanda Jordan. Luigina Bilsey. Margotin Coco. Shernette N. Smith Levy. Carlos E. Triana. Carla Angiano. Wadnell Solomon. Ramon Roxanne Reed Felix. Claudia Benavides. Linda Augustin. Martin Vasquez. Liliana Rodriguez. Joseph Michael Garcia. Michael James Nilsson. Idiri Demoya. Joanna Boldes Frank. D. Edwards McCade. Avania Vivian Said. Camille Therese McLean. Stacy Ann Donaldson. Elizabeth Stuglick. Andrea Poli. Katrina Verena Washington Pierre. Hubert St. Clair. Carmen Jones Cottle. Garlene Marie Anozar. Rovina Tonin Palage. Leslie Teresa Valerde. Darlene Desir. Zalak Patel. Elizabeth D. Albert. Eric Esau Lewis. Candace J. Runnig. Takisha Cyril. Daniel Thomas Swarborough. Shamika Tashara McKay. Noel Rivero. Sharika Janelle Ashley. Ernesto Costadillo. Timothy Michael Fanning. Michael Rodriguez. Friendly DeFille. Gabrielle Garrison Gill. Shamia Javina Roundtree. Ekwa Roberts. Nicholas G. Ciar. Courtney Monique Gaskins. Fahad Ahmad. Wesbert Mascara. Brenda Zuniga. Jennifer L. Rodero. Asia Covel de los Santos. Jaime Alfredo Angulo. Francisco Lozano. Brandon Edward Geetman. Brandon Crossland. Giovanni Roy. Thomas Anthony Whittick. Junior S. Jonathans. Jose Antonio Samiblia. Angela Dorsey Person. Clara E. Lerma Betancourt. Lenny Paul. Berenice Ruiz Medina. Janice Patricia Johnson. Jacqueline Nanette Burke. Javier Andres Ruiz. Christina Pilar Cardona. Teresa Tiasukis. Lucero Carrillo Montesone. Beatrice Camasadas. Angela Lee. Jennifer Nicole Rees. Lori M.K. Joseph. Melissa Davika Ramjatan. Joni Christina Amaglu. Louis Joseph Zolo. Christine Lee Coles. Dina Willis. Dana Marie Thorpe. Carlos Flacker. Joanna Beltran. Michael Kraska. Kushali Rusher Bamp. Lenore Moscata. Jan Ho. Christopher Lowe. Antoinette L. Gaspard. Mizan Simone Fearon. Kellen Denise Coopwood. Else Tanis. Brittany Catherine Briggs. Denise Anderson Grubb. Bianca Nicole Quelar. Lafayette Jefferson Jr. Tarek Moez Asali. Anna Taketi. Julia Sancho Smith. Amber Maria Gine. Amy Christina Bothwell. Varun Maraja. Gina Maria Campbell. Alejandro Hinsapke. Darnielle Nicole Thomas. Samir Sion. Gracia Isabel Rios. Tiffany Marie Rude. Fatima Kanatai. Crystal Khan. Tamara Faith Lopez. Gregory Allen Graves Jr. Samantha Ali Sullivan. Jennifer G. Petite Home. Andrea Walker Lauderdale. Cynthia Marie Trombley. Marie Gertrude Dorval. Nicole Danielle Smith. Melissa K. Jones. Ariana Godoy. Farah N. McKenzie. Anne Marie A. Lilly. Ernselyn Josham. Natalie Natasha Winter. Juan Vasquez. Tahir Idrasi Jolly. James Anthony Concepcion. Michelle Chantel Gaines. Sonia N. Concepcion. Luquinha Michelle Hayes. Maggie Casas Fernero. Janetta Marie Callwood. Marcella Ward. Malek Samir Aldab. Crystal Marie John. Marianne Melo. Catalina Montoya. Martin Flores. Roxana Paola Cruz. Sagar Rehandra Shah. Alfredo R. Ortiz. Christopher Daniel Perez. Jorge Rafael Suarez. Eric Lee. Rocio Parmelios La Rosa. Lynette Morales. Brent Evan Morgan. Cecilia M. Jeffers. Alberto Leonard Sweeney. Angela Maria Estevez Goblet. Martha Lucia Sicard. Monroe Anthony Clark. Erica Wilson. Sharita Zafrula. Karen P. Vargas. Kendall Ramsinjwan. Tanya Tiramai. Anthony J. Campini. Yinli Quinones. Carlos Jose Angel Hermida. Aisha Tamara Johnson Campbell. Adeline Dorsanville. Anne Malouf. Lisette Lifshitz. Stephanie A. Gross. Daniel F. Young. Joyce Denise Robinson. Hiram E. Davis. Brittany Rochelle Robinson. Grace Pajot Green. Richard A. Perez. Gita Singh. Carolina Ochoa. Jennifer Otero Arai. Patricia Raquel Caleri. Irshad M. Razifin. Maria Rosa Frias. Alyssa Merjinovich. Donye Alvarez Sof. Ruth Mary Stutstill. Sylvia Elena Gorado. Dante L. Farrell. Michael Marcias. Larissa O. Onina. Shani Nicole Murphy. Daliana Hernandez. Teresa Carr. Siamara Lazo Alfonso. Leah Rebecca Marique. Janine Avery Nicole Scott. Simone Nicole Griffin. Bernita Johnson Desir. Saranis Lejulis. Maria Lucienne Collier. Magali Thomas. Kristen Nicola Metz. Carrie Olivia Lawrence. Shanika Nicole Carter. Clady Sosa. Lester Danielle Ravarosa. Luis Jean Joseph. Santi Rodriguez. Ladarius J. Chance. Edward Iglesias. Hugo Roberto Hernandez. Vanessa Barron. Jane Lana Decker. Carolina Ortiz. Javier Colejas. Merker Edmundo Richardo. Florin Sanchez. Teddy Emmanuel Mosquezia. Cesar Augusto Ravianero. Stephen Neil Buckley. Yvette Fuentes. Andrew Oden. Maurice Renal Walker Jr. Kevin DeVargas. Dane Borman. Rodolfo J. Weiss. Ama Ajapang. Danek Bandar. Jose Antonio Rivero. Francis Randolph Sirleaf Jr.
Go ahead, sir, to your left.
Michael Mitchell. Carolina Mariela Gomez. Warren M. Gauntlet. Marilee Pinales. Jennifer Ann Marie George. Sandy White Ramshard. Kayanne Simone Miller. Kinley Fatal. Nicholas Kiefer Davis. Brian K. Silarek. Leighton Regis. Vanessa Alasta. Ralph M. Chalarji. Katia Lopez Serrera. Olga Angelina Job. Alaric Mercedes Barrios. Duke Vuong Nguyen. Juan C. Bonilla. Joanne Vernon. Lauren Elizabeth Monteau. Diana A. Charles. Tiara Sky Bryant Brewster. Elena Orchiofo. Portia Ann Marie Smith. Alicia Marie Facato. Amanda Klaskin. Jabari Mohammed Daniel Cox. Beatriz Elena Uribe. Katia Raquel Savanina Suarez. Juan Carlos Peon. Nicole Mendowski. Anna Maria Valbreno. Amy Elizabeth Stevens. Donna Marie Lynch Cunningham. Fabiana Hernandez Cidad. Samantha Rochelle Woodard. Muzna Ali. Wanda Ajayi. Aida Ruth White. Wissam Ganin. Venice Andrea Facey. Talaj Danilwali. Digna Gutierrez. Ashley Nicole Schwartz. Sharia C. Scott. Marlon Donovan Monroe. Jonathan Francisco Toro. Gabriela Mattis. Michelle Marie Lewis. David Vera. Claudia Acevedo. Alberto Mario Linares. Jose Antonio Vizcarando. Chelsea Monet Lamchick. Alejandra Burkowski. Natalie Ramos. Jessica Marie Villar. Michelle Pignon. Angelica Anthony. Eduardo Soto. Melanie A. Farrell. Juan Gilberto Huizenga. Christina Alexandria James. Carmen Camblor. Christina D. McKinney. Alex Alexis. Maricela Jimenez. Marisol Savredo. Amir H. Shahidarasi. Alisa R. Watkins. Mawish Nur. Ramses Alfonso Vallejo. Matthew David Kushner. Kleber Vera Jr. Gerard Breteau. Carlos R. Kinsman. Rebecca Lewis. Anne Marie Fernandez. Matthew Zaffos. Darren Joshua Patterson. Joy Anastasia Jordan. Sherman G. Fernandez. Monique Jordan Bailey. Adnan Rashid. Hyacinth J. Burgess Gregory. Tamika Snow Lagdell. Colleen Leah Colley. Diale Morena Vargas. Renee H. Miller. Edwin Echeverry. Mazel Zeltela Tatam. Ryan Andre Daly. Renee Philippe Ponce. Algeris Santana. Natalia N. Ignativa. David Tubi Alejandro Borges. Lisa Marie Vignola. Robert Daniel Leon. Brian Olmos. James C. Rodigan. LaRon C. Hills. Eddie A. Pujolos. Andrea Jamise Brennan. Andre Zacoma South. Sherilyn Shillingford. Anoki J. Antonio Miller. Luisa Christina Betancourt. Sandra Monique Johnson. Ricardo Jose Alvarez Diaz. Claire Bernaville. Lanique T. Hill. Judith Gosselin. Nathalie S. Earl. Sasha Allison Walker. Gina Sotolongo. Peter Gay McKenzie. Natasha Crowther. Shandice Marie Anderson. Andrea Nicole Cornett. Lynette Marie Smith. Danae Barbara Salazar. Sandra Lewis. Geneva Marjorie Goodhart. Lisa Gamez. Flavio Landavar. Kajuro Ikwawa. Miguel Angel Fernandez. Krizia Ashley Storr. Lindsley Julian Knoll. Celine Grant. Okoy Garnett Oakley. Kelly R. Catlin. Amanda Arethia Ferguson. Nadia Didi. Samantha Natalie Morgan. Alicia Candra Ulam. Gina Paola Vargas. Cynthia Francois. Vincente Medino. Merlan Joseph. Joshua James Marks. Samantha Jurley. Lisette Watkins. Rodrigo Xavier Icalanda. Chris Reese. Chris Rebis.
Mother, daughter, and son.
Mother, daughter, and son graduating together. Bolfi. Aida Lucia Sanchez Posados. Ayanya Posados. And Bolfi Javier Posados. Alexandra Quesado. Dorian Salazar. Anna Rodan. Claudine Nicholas. Camilo Alberto Prado. Ken Sinclair. Kareem Hassan Pierre. Kendra Gadlard. Sumakulos S. Rimbert. David F. Bello. Tracy Obano. Sophia Sutkedo. Catherine Elizabeth Fenton. Nestor Carlos. Michael Edward Karache, Chanel A. Lewis, Alfredo Enrique Robs, Latoya Brown, Kimberly Wright, Miguel Alberto Gonzalez, Jennifer Ann Ledesma, Rebecca Pinchevsky, Vincent Gillen, Leon Srim, Moshi Omer Haviv, Felix E. Ohep, Daniel E. Carpio, Anne-Marie Romero, Magdalena Calixt, Giancarlo Pirati, Irlanda Bassard, Mariana Talavera, Catalina Patron, Maria Valeria Diaz, Uchara Laverne Niren, Claudia Locher, Julio E. Torres, Richard Perdomo, Ramses Perez, Janine Marie Tercios, Devon Dave, Marla Jose Hernandez, Juliette Giselle Gomez, Carmen Vanessa Alacron, Kimberly Hernandez, David Christian Sagara, Bobeth Ann Wright, Tyler Brook, Maria Benia, Miriam Linnell Taylor, Aubriana Shante Pierre, Mahogany Unia Jones, Joe Kelly III, Antoinish L. Sands, Carrie G. Patterson, Bianca Sembranza Garcia Brody, John Christopher Brooks, Stephen Dakes, Sasha Lee Aaron Warren, Christina Jean, Ami J. Passmore, Stephen S. Singh. Sisters graduating together, Jamila D. Matthew and Aisha Matthew Eibel. Vivian J. Anderson, Tanisha M. Powell, Veronica Samel, Daphne Hemingway, Sherelle Nicole Wright, Catalina Gurick. Mother and son graduating together, Mary Lawton Thomas and Hosea Gillespie. Priscilla Sinanen, Rocky R. Rosales, Sharifa Creighton, Danica L.W. Bevan, Mishu Jean, Taran M. Meadows, Sharon E.A. Coleman, Tracy Yolanda Jones Carter, Stephanie Lydia Williams, Tiffany LaShawn Etheridge, Dontrese M. Williams, Vernita Elise Davis, Shayna A. Rodriguez, Aisha Gordon Okafor, Marie David Charles, Angela Allison Utes, Guerle Romero, Deidre Darlene Ashworth, Nicole Shanique Stroman, Cecil Ephraim Prade, Marcus Earl Williams, Elena Pita, Jeffrey Smith, Andrew Jason Flaxman, Leandro Briatore, Adler Volmar, Milton Tabora, Emmanuel Henry Claude LaForest. Vanessa Michelle Perez. Angelique Marie Marcelli. Carlos Hurtado. Anil Putnit. Stacy Ann Ramona Payne. Alex Diaz. Janelsi C. Sicosia. Alberto Chakron. Bill Vasilev. Julia Gay Price. Lindell Lyle Reese. Karen Aftab Ali. Aide Alisa Adino. Jimena Deva Martinez. Taryn Tony McMile. Nazomi Corrado. Christina Arlene Cohn. Caleb Friesame. Bertram McCrae Jr. Pili C. Roden. Helen Nicole Howard. Sherelle Nikita Roll. LaFille Shanera Bowles. Matthew William Cease. Chris Roman. Sean David Ty.
I'm guessing already. Union rules.
Okay. Will all the degree candidates please rise? Okay, it's not over yet, so I've got to say this before it's official. So, by virtue of the authority granted to me by the Board of Trustees of Nova Southeastern University, I hereby confer upon you the appropriate doctorate and master's degrees with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto. Congratulations to everyone. Now you can applaud. I would now like to invite to the podium Mr. Paul Salarulo, who is a member of the Board of Trustees and also President of the Alumni Association.
Thank you, Dr. Hanbury. Hello, class of 2013. Whoa, wait a minute, come on now. You can do better than that. Hello, my fellow alumni. There we go. You can sit down. I'm only going to take about an hour. As president of the National Alumni Association, I take deep pride in being the first person to officially welcome you into the NSU Alumni Association, which works to further develop the professional and intellectual growth of NSU graduates. You now join a powerful network of over 152,000 alumni who reside in over 50 states and more than 100 other countries. You will always be a part of the NSU family wherever you are. I encourage you to stay connected by keeping your information current and taking advantage of the numerous benefits offered to you by the Alumni Association. The NSU Alumni Association's regional and degree-based alumni chapters host a variety of community service, recreational, and networking programs throughout the year. I invite you to reconnect with your classmates and meet other NSU grads who are experts in their fields. I'd like to go off script right now, and that's the very reason why Dr. Hanbury has white hair. He's probably going to pop a couple of more because he never knows what I'm about to say. Today is a very special day because the class of 2013 is very special. I know many of you who graduated today. I know many of your family members. And as Bobby Knight just left, as the coach said, one of the things we need to do is observe. And you may have observed Dr. Franklin coming up to the podium, and on Father's Day, he got to hood his daughter, Erica. Now, what a great Father's Day for Dr. Smith. And over 40 years ago, I graduated high school with one of my best friends who happens to be here today. Her name is Huizenga, and her son, Stephen Buckley, graduated with an MBA. And the reason why I bring that up is about 3 years ago, he said to me, Uncle Paulie, what should I do with my life? I said, well, you got to go back and get your MBA, number one. He goes, well, where should I graduate from? Where should I go? I said, well, what do you think? So I, being the great ambassador of the greatest school that I know, NSU, we talked about the many reasons why he needed to come here. And to Stephen, when I spoke to him 3 years ago, I was talking about my university. Now, Stephen, it is our university, and to all of you, NSU is now your university, our university. And you are now alumni. And I just want to say to all of you, the class of 2013, remember this special day, remember this great achievement. Happy Father's Day to all of you, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Mrs. Salarulo. You know, next year, NSU will celebrate its 50th birthday. And as we approach that milestone, I think it's important to recognize all those past people and, as I said earlier, the families that supported you. Please join me, families, in congratulating your graduates. I think all of you will admit that it takes a lot of people for 950 graduates and over 10,000 participants, not to mention an unruly president and faculty, to be on stage, all choreographed by a group of talented individuals. And they are led by Ms. Elaine Poff and her staff of white shirts that help you come in. Let's hear applause for Ms. Poff. And then Mr. David Tyree, who pronounced all 950 names, and to the best of my knowledge, didn't miss a slip. David, thank you. And then to Ms. Jamie Ellen de Oliveira, who sang the beautiful rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner and who will also sing the university's anthem at the end of this ceremony. And then last but not least, I'd like an ovation for our orchestra under the direction of Dr. Mark Kavanaugh. Ladies and gentlemen, I would hope that this ceremony has not only been public recognition of the hard work that you've undertaken by your families and loved ones, but I would hope that we would continue to go forward with those values that I mentioned to you. So one last moment, I would like to now bring up Dr. Flores to end the ceremony. Dr. Flores.
Thank you, President. And now, please, everybody rise and remain standing at their seats during the singing of the University Anthem. The words can be found in the front of the program.
Hail thee, Nova Southeaster, bright sun-shining moon, radiant star of our morning, ever rising true. May thy wisdom serve as our constant guide, and thy love our beacon strong, as throughout the world we praise thy name, joining voice in grateful song. Nova Southeastern, alma mater, by thy service, honor, loyalty, till our days are through. Love thee, reign and rule.
Please remain standing until the platform party, the faculty, and graduates have left the hall. I now declare that this 44th commencement ceremony of Nova Southeastern University will close. Congratulations.